forward to all night. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the ladies. This fight is scheduled for 3 rounds of 2 minutes each. It's the female Muay Thai featherweight fight. In the blue corner, fighting out of Cape Town with a fight record of 1 win and 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, Rushda Mallick.
While we wait for our fighters to enter the ring, what an honor we just experienced with Nom Monopunctuation. He is the head coach for the World Muay Thai Council. He is here in South Africa tonight because he fought a Thai fighter for the world title fight that we'll be watching later on this evening. And I've spent a lot of time personally training with Nom. He taught me a lot about what I know about Muay Thai. He's an amazing person and an incredible ambassador for the sport of Muay Thai. He's headed up many international shows, the contender, world contender as well, for Muay Thai, and a very special person.
In the red corner, also fighting out of Cape Town with a record of 2 fights and 2 wins. Weighing in at 57 kilograms, ladies and gentlemen, StormBrown.
Now we have Storm entering the ring.
Your referee for this fight, Mr. Lester Lombard.
And as the girls start the white crew, remembering these 2 girls, they have fought each other before. In the red corner, fighting from Cape Town, we have StormBrown. She's 23 years of age. She weighs only 57 kilograms. She's had only 2 fights, 2 wins, and one of those fights in the past was against Rushda. Now I remember that fight, I watched that fight, and it was an exceptionally close fight. Storm won that fight on a points decision. She's a very, watching Storm before, she's a good fighter. She's strong in her grapple. She's got powerful kicks, she's got powerful punches, and she's a great all-round fighter. So as far as a girl fighter goes, she's one of the best, I think, you know, and has the potential to be one of the best that South Africa's seen. So we look forward to seeing her and Rushda in action tonight.
Yeah, and representing Ray's Muay Thai, fighting out of Lansdowne, is Rushda Mallick, as you said before, these 2 ladies have fought each other, with Storm coming out on top with points. I was chatting to Rushda earlier while she was getting ready for this fight. She's relishing getting back in the ring. And of course this will be a sort of grudge match. Rushda was very proud to mention that they're involved in something called Fight Girls, as you can see on her top, muaythaisa.com. And her coach is Brianna. I'm very proud of the ladies fighting out in Lansdowne and trying to get the sport of Muay Thai more exposed in the ladies.
So while we're waiting for Storm to finish her white crew, he might give you a bit of an opportunity, Rob, to give us the story about Twinkle Toes.
Of course, this ends up back in the Way of the Warrior house almost 2 years ago now, when 16 rather large gentlemen met each other for the first time and had to fight each other in the ring. Unbeknownst to us, we were each given fight names before we walked out, and of course Tapfuma, Twinkle Toes Makina, comes from the fact that he dances so well. He's won a challenge where we had to do some salsa dancing, and He actually surprised us all with how light on his feet he is.
Yeah, good story there. And knowing Tapuma, he can dance well, he can speak well, so yeah, great guy too.
It's pretty about his dress sense.
The fighters go back to their respective corners. Ring will enter the ring. She'll be signaling round 1 that's about to start. Our referee for this fight is Lester Lombard. The fight is scheduled for 3 rounds, 2 minutes a round, 1 minute break. And it's going to be an exciting fight, knowing that these girls have fought before. It is a grudge match. Both of them want to win this fight. None of them will be happy if they walk out here losing. So, and I know Storm, she's been training hard. I know Rushda, she's been training hard. So this is going to be a good fight to watch.
Yeah, Rushda focusing a lot on her strength work before this fight, doing a lot of conditioning training as well. And here we go.
The fight is underway. Rushda and Storm standing on good knees as well. Good kicks early on in the fight. Storm's working around the ring, utilizing the full area of the ring. The girls exchanging some low kicks and a good flurry of punches there as well.
Storm catching some head blows.
Storm throwing a big elbow early on in the round, so that will also score highly on the judges on their scorecards.
Quite a tight beginning. Rushda showing some great skills. She's got a lot more length on Storm. Storm just dropping her hands a little bit, getting nailed by a few punches, but she's right back in it.
Storm landing a good few punches there as well. Rushda and Storm exchanging some good knees.
Both fighters quite tentative towards the end of the first round, just trying to feel each other out.
Rushda countering all the kicks as well, so hopefully Storm could get in there and actually throw a combination. That's what she needs to do right now, because every time she kicks, she is opening Rushda up. You need to see that opportunity. There we go. They get into the grapple. And that's the bell, signaling the end of round 1.
So that was a tight round. Both ladies showing good skills there. Great exchange of kicks and fists at the end of the first round there.
Absolutely, a good round by both these girls. Very difficult to say who's leading the fight at this stage. Both looking very strong. Rushda, I must say, breathing quite heavily in her corner right now. Storm looking a little quite relaxed, but getting some stern words there from her coach, Quentin Trong. Where Ray in Rushda's corner, definitely giving some solid words of advice to Rushda as a fighter.
Yeah, Rayana certainly knows what she's talking about. She is the owner of Ray's Gym down in Lansdowne, giving some very stern words there to Rushda. I can only imagine what she's saying. That's keep your hands up, keep breathing, and keep Storm away from you with those long legs. Storm dropping her fists a few times there, getting exposed with Rushda's long arms. Let's see what the second round brings us.
That's right, Lester signaling the girls to come to the middle of the ring, start of the second round, and chop. They touch gloves, and the second round is on. Storm coming out with a good low kick to start the round, and countering, blocking that as well. Straight good exchange of punches from both these fighters. Rushda landing a good jab. Good inside left there from Rushda.
Neither fighter trying to give anything away at this point. Starting out the round Right slowly. And turning into a bit of a brawl there with some heavy fists flying in both directions. Storm certainly looking a little bit ruffled.
Exchange of knees there in the grapple. This is where Storm, I do think, is a little bit stronger. Rushda probably has the reach and the punches, though. As soon as Storm can get in on those grapples, she definitely has the upper hand. But she needs to get in and she needs to fight a lot more if she wants to win this fight.
She has to close the distance, get away from those long feet and those long fists, and just close her up, put in the elbows and the knees, score those points. Rushda, to her credit, is doing a good job of keeping Storm out of the danger zone. Storm being encouraged by Sifu Quinton to close that gap, to get in there, engage with Rushda.
Right, and as you say that, I'm watching over at Rushda's corner. Her corner telling her to come in, step into the fight and get in more involved in the fight. These two girls are spending too much time away from each other, and they need to step in. They both need to get in and fight more if they want to win the fight. It's very even at this stage, and the bell signals the end of round 2.
Yeah, as you said, Garth, very even matchup. I'd hate to be in the judges' shoes and have to call that second round. That was very tight.
So we have Lester Lombard signaling the end of round, end of the break now, and the girls going for the start of the final round. This fight is still very close, too close to call. Some girl love there at the beginning of the round. The guy touch gloves, the girls give a hug, yeah?
There's no love lost in that face exchange. These guys are straight back into it. I must say, Rushda looking very relaxed there, going for a stomach punch.
Storm taking a good few punches as she goes in, but she is driving forward all the time and throwing some good knees as well.
Those knees starting to hurt.
Yeah, Storm is throwing some massive knees and she's landing a lot of them, but too close to the side of the ropes. They need to separate and get back into the fight. See, that is where Storm is strong. But Rushda is very good at landing good punches as well. So now Storm wants to improve her chances. She needs to get into the fight. But Rushda throws a good, strong left and a great spinning elbow there as well. Almost landing that. And if that had landed, that surely would have been a knockout.
Followed up with a solid right jab there. Just really Storm looking like she's losing a bit of composure.
Rushda landing a good flurry of punches again.
Storm hanging in there. She's needing to close that distance. She can't keep hanging her head out there to get punched like that. Sifu Quinton there just shouting out from the corner to Storm that she has to get in there and grapple.
And there's not long left in this fight. Storm taking her eye for opponents and getting a good jab, taking a good jab there to her chin as well.
This has turned out to be a great ding-dong battle. I think Storm better get stuck in, otherwise she stands to lose this third round.
These fighters. They want it, they both want to win, and that's it. End of the final round, and there's the love from both the girls. Who's it going to be, red or blue? We're going to have to wait for the judge's decision on this one, but yeah, it's going to be a tough call.
Yeah, Storm looking exhausted, Rushda looking equally exhausted there. That was a great fight from the two ladies.
Wait for Tafuma, who's in the center of the ring. The girls are just getting their gloves taken off. and a little bit of a pep talk from the coaches again. The trophies come over the road, and we wait for the judges' final decision.
I'm almost sad it had to come to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rushda Mallick and StormBrown. This fight was a rematch, and now we'll find out who the winner is. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Rushda Mallick! To hand over medals to these lovely ladies, we have Miss Gabriella Davids and Shemaine Findley.
Congratulations to Rushda Mallick. She won the fight on points tonight. I think she deserved to win the fight. She showed a level of skill that has improved as well, and she's obviously been training exceptionally hard, and she takes the winner's trophy home tonight. So these two girls, they're going to have another fight at some stage because they won all now, and I think Storm's going to have to get back into the gym, work on her technique, work on her fitness a little bit, and yeah, let's see what happens the next time round that these two girls meet in the ring.
Can't wait for that rematch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have two